Looking at season preparing, you've mentioned about building the squad and increasing the capacity of the squad. How important is it for the players that are in that squad to understand the workings for this season for the Premier League? Because you need a bigger squad.
Oh, absolutely, and yeah, they're aware of that, and I'm trying to make sure that gets across all the time. It's never a team that achieves anything in a season. It's a squad, and we need to have a strong squad. I know the riggers. I'm quite experienced in the Scottish Premier League, and I know even from the experiences last year, being the newly promoted team and staying in the division with Kilmarnock, I know what's required, and it'll be a tough season, and we'll call on everybody, and we need to have numbers, we need to have strength and depth, and players are very aware of that, and I want to have a healthy, competitive squad here, and I think at the moment I've got that, and I just need to keep adding to it. But again, testament to the existing players that were here. There's good players here, and I'm just bringing good players to supplement them and try and make it as strong as I can.
Looking back towards the Viaplay Cup, it's not the easiest group that you're in.
No.
You're away from home the first two games. Was there any more difficulties that you could have envisaged as you say looking towards it?
No, it's difficult. Listen, I know the Viaplay Cup it's difficult for everybody because everybody's still finding their feet. I'm adding to my squad at the moment, trying to build fitness in players, trying to get them to gel. So, but every manager will say the same thing. A lot of managers feel it's maybe too early in terms of competition, but knowing that this was going to be the case, by design, we had 5 games away in our pre-season campaign. So we're kind of 6 games in now, and we've played them all away from home. So we're kind of used to it. We're really looking forward to playing at home, I've got to say, but we're kind of accustomed to it. But any time you say that, you really don't want to trip yourself up because yes, progress has been made so far, but as I said earlier on, you don't get any points for pre-season. You do get points for winning the game the other night. And getting into this game against a really tough opponent and a good opponent, we know what we need to do. We need to be our best to try and get a result here away from home.
With the 2 new players coming in from Mexico, there's not a lot of intelligence out there for the others that are looking in on this. How can Dundee use that to their advantage in games? Because opponents will not know what's coming.
Well, first round of games is probably going to be that. Yeah, they're not well known. People don't know about them, so there is going to be that element. But I think with the modern kind of technology that you've got, teams, I would be very surprised if teams hadn't done a bit of research, like we do with opponents. You do your analysis in terms of team style, players within the squad and all that. So that'll not last long. That'll not last long. But yeah, you're right. It's something that we've done with these boys coming in, and I've got to just make reference to the most recent experience I had with them, which was training this morning, and I was really impressed with both of them. In terms of integrating into the group, but the way they play as well. They've got real knowledge of the game, and they showed real levels of expertise, I thought, and I was just pleased with the way they adapted to the squad.
The city of Dundee will be very different to where you have come from in Mexico. What sort of things do you think you'll find easiest to adapt to, and do you see any difficulties adapting to anything?
I don't think it would be hard for us to adapt. I think maybe the weather is going to be hard and on winter, because in Mexico we're not used to have cold weather, but it's not a problem for us. We will adapt as soon as possible, and to make everything goes well.
And looking at some of the other teams, what other teams in Scotland do you know about other than Dundee?
We had the Celtic and Rangers, because they play in Champions League and that competitions. But I've been watching, and we've been watching a lot of games, and also Hearts, Aberdeen, and a lot of teams.
Do you feel that the Dundonian dialect might cause you any problems at all?
I don't know. I don't think that it will cause a problem.
Okay. Do you think you'll be able to adapt to it? I mean, can you say "Di Toledo"? Can you say what's on the back?
Yes, it's in the back of the shirt.
Can you say that? "Di Toledo"?
Di Toledo.
Today is quite warm for Dundee. Do you feel that the temperature here in Scotland will be easy for you to adapt to?
Relativamente hoy hace mucho calor por desgracia, pero ¿tú crees que te vas a poder adaptar bien al clima escocés?
Sí, sin duda alguna. creo que mis ganas se sobreponen ante todo este tipo de cosas externas que puedan suceder dentro del campo. Y sí, sí, es fútbol y el hecho de estar acá para mí es un sueño. Es un sueño que ni el clima ni nada se va a interponer entre eso y entre todo lo que espero dar para el club y para la gran afición del Dundee.
Yeah, without doubt, we'll be able to adapt to it, no bother at all. I've got such a strong will and desire to succeed here, to succeed for Dundee, that any external kind of aspects, I'll overcome them without any problem. Yeah, and basically due to my desire and my will, nothing's going to get in my way of performing well for this club.
You have many new things that are about to come your way. Food, places, people. What is the most exciting part that you're looking forward to with all these new challenges coming your way?
Vas a tener muchas nuevas experiencias en los meses que vienen aquí en Escocia. Otro tipo de persona, otro tipo de comida, otro clima, obviamente. Pero ¿cuál es la cosa que como que más te interesa de cómo probar y desear cómo estás acá?
Creo que lo que más me interesa y a lo que vengo primero que nada es a disfrutar este sueño que he trabajado mucho por estar acá. Y simplemente eso, disfrutar el día a día, disfrutar a mis compañeros, disfrutar este ambiente, disfrutar de conocer gente nueva, de conocer nuevos lugares y simplemente eso, disfrutar.
Well, first of all, it's just the main goal is just to enjoy the dream that I'm living. I've worked so hard for throughout my career to play in Europe. And yeah, it's just all for me, it's all about enjoyment, all these new experiences. Every day, training every day, enjoying it, enjoying the process, getting on well with my teammates, enjoying their company. And yeah, seeing new places, playing in different stadiums, yeah, it excites me.